Hey everybody, what the flick? Alonzo Durali, William Bibiani. Turn season 1, episode 6, Mr. Culpeper. We got a good one!
Wow, this is awesome. This is like from beginning to end. Pretty damn solid.
It's a solid episode, absolutely.
It's a good episode of television. I was making a joke because I've been very negative on the show because I feel like it's been worth it. But I made a joke that I was going to say nothing but positive things no matter what, even if it meant me being very quiet in this episode. And this is actually just a good episode from beginning to end.
I will not necessarily say nothing but positive things, but there is a lot to like about this episode. I think clearly what the show has been needing all along is more Stephen Root.
Yes. I was so disappointed when they introduced him. I'm like, oh, Stephen Root would be a good Benjamin Franklin, but then it wasn't. It was just some. I assume he's an important historical figure who I didn't learn about in school.
I guess so. Yeah. He's apparently a Riley Ace of Spies or something.
From right at the beginning, though, this episode begins great. It begins with a playful tease where it's like this one little
mislead.
It's a mislead. It's a dead drop with like this weird thing with like an egg with a secret code in it, and it goes terribly wrong, and Jamie Bell gets stabbed and dies in the street, and then it cuts to Stephen Root like, nope, that idea won't work. So funny, so playful, gives us what we want to see, more intrigue.
Also, the egg lets us know that Paul Revere is happening soon.
That's right.
That is all right. About, there's a conversation at one point where Washington's talking about trying to figure out where's General Howe going to come from, land or sea or da-da-da. I'm like, I wonder.
So much fun. And so this episode, there's a couple of different things going on in this episode. Jamie Bell's plot is actually kind of interesting. It's sort of sidelined.
Kidnapping and that whole weird position of like, I'm this. Oh, no, I'm this. And it's like, well,
whatever's most convenient for the moment, that's what I am.
Exactly.
Not Crispin Glover, who's kidnapped me. But they puts him in a position where once again, the moral compromise he's in is challenged, and it shows that he can't win.
Exactly.
No matter what happens here, there are only like a small handful of people who will ever trust him ever again.
Yeah, once you're a double agent, you sort of enter this kind of murky thing where it's sort of like the people who defected in either direction during the Cold War. They were certainly welcomed by the enemy for whatever they could provide, but ultimately thinking, you are someone who betrayed your people. Even if you did it for reasons we agree with, you're that guy.
You know what it is? He's Garrick from Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Okay.
Yes, someone appreciated that, I hope. Okay, but what else we got?
And I like how that capped off with the guy basically like with his captor in the woods, realizing, okay, you really are on our side, and I'm going to give you a boost to make sure the redcoats don't know.
It was a good. That each subplot had a pretty good beginning, middle, and end. Meanwhile, J.J. Field, who's like the British leader of intelligence or whatever he is, he's got a bunch of prisoners of war, including Simcoe.
Yeah, he's debriefing these returned prisoners.
Exactly. So he's got Simcoe and a bunch of the prisoners of war, and he's debriefing them, and he begins to suspect that one of them is a turncoat, is also a spy from. Right. And that goes really bad.
Yes.
In a really funny way, actually.
Well, in an awkward dinner.
Very awkward dinner. But it's almost, that's one thing that almost bugged me, was I liked the idea of, I want Simcoe to find a place, and I'm not sure Setauket is it. I would rather see him and like, J.J. Field needs someone to play off of more, and he has no one consistent.
True. And I think for J.J. Field, they're giving us the whole thing of the slave, what are his intentions there. And I think the idea of sending Simcoe back to Setauket is so that he can go back and bother, Abraham's ex-girlfriend.
Right. And along those same lines, one of the quote-unquote freed slaves from the previous episode is now in a fighting tournament because reasons.
He's now Django Unchained.
Oh my God!
Well, no, I mean they set that up pretty well. I think.
They set up okay.
The idea that all the freed slaves are now being conscripted, and then you've got levels of that sort of thing, even among the like freed black men who are involved in that, and he's a Maasai warrior.
It comes out in a really cool fight sequence.
Really
cool fight sequence. And then there's George Washington and Talmadge and everyone, and they're like trying to figure out how to be spies where there are no spies.
Right, and it's great watching Talmadge's superior getting faced at one time after again, because he is such the straw man of like old school. I'm going to do it my way. It's fun to watch him get taken down a peg over and over again. And they're setting up the whole thing of Benjamin's brother, who's being held captive, and good.
every part of this, I'm not saying it's not Shakespeare, it doesn't sing, but it was fun,
Yeah.
had a good beginning, middle, and end. It had a foundation in decent drama and suspense. There were a few surprises. It was intelligent. It gave us everything we kind of wanted to see.
This is not kick the show to that sort of upper echelon of so much great TV that there is right now.
Yeah.
But at least it is on its own merits working.
Well, I
you
mean,
know?
there was the thing I said early on, which was something Joss Whedon had said, which is the first episode is not your pilot. The first six episodes. This is the sixth episode.
Under the wire.
On the nose, and it's good. Like, if it started out this way,
Sure.
I think we would have been a lot more satisfied. I realized they had to build some stuff up, and I stand by that the other episodes that have preceded this have had very big problems.
They still have problems. In retrospect, they don't
get
not
better
have problems.
because of this. But they did set the stage for, now we're here, finally, now we can have some fun.
Yeah.
And I'm enjoying it now, and I'm actually looking forward to next week's episode now.
As am I. So I think we're on the good track here. We hope you'll be back with us next time too. Thanks.